Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So, today is September the 15th, 2020, and we're getting our garlic here. We're getting it soaked so we can plant it today. So what we did is we took a tablespoon of baking soda, and we took a tablespoon of Sea Magic, and we mixed it in a quart of water, and that's what we're soaking the garlic cloves in. And the reason why we're doing this, they're going to be in the ground for so long that the baking soda will help to prevent blights and diseases and different things and funguses. So that's why we're soaking this first. Now this will soak for about 2 hours, and then we'll be ready to plant it. I do recommend that you get a little bit of a larger container because I'm not sure we might actually overflow this one here. It looks like we're pretty close to the top, but maybe not. Okay, they all fit. And if you're soaking your garlic outside, you want to put it in the shade out of the sun and the heat. So we wrote our instructions on the box, and Mikey's running away with the box to go play with it. So, okay, so this is our garlic bed here, and it is prepared and it's been being worked, getting ready for planting. And you can see how deep down it is, nice and tilled up there. And the little tiller that we use is a homemade steel Roby tiller. The Roby went out, so it was homemade into fit this steel here, and that's what we use for our tiller, for the handheld tiller. So this is our stick here. This is about 6 inches long, and you want to put your garlic about 3 to 3.5 inches deep from the top of the bulb. So this is our stick here, and this is about 6 inches long, and we're going to be putting the cloves down about 3 to 3.5 inches deep. So we're getting this all measured out here so we can make the holes. Now this soil did have bone meal mixed in with it. It's the Epsima organic bone meal. I have a link down in the description for it. And bone meal has phosphorus in it. So your bone meal not only helps your flowers to bloom, but it also helps your flowers to establish a nice root system. And where that is great for like your garlics and your onions and red beets and carrots and other root crop vegetables, is it helps them develop the nice bulbs on them. So we use bone meal when we do our onions and different things, and this has had that already mixed in with the soil. So the 18 holes here are done, and the cloves are still soaking, waiting. Then and we're gonna get them planted then when they're done soaking. So as soon as they're done, we'll be back. So while we were working on the garlic bed, I happened to look over in the regular garden, and I seen this pansy blooming in there. Now it had to have come from the compost or something, because we didn't plant any pansies in the vegetable garden, but that's definitely a pansy there. Now that has to be a Swiss Giant's pansy, because that's the only pansies that I grew last year, and they had reseeded themselves in the greenhouse, and somehow one came up and wound up in the vegetable garden. And here's another little visitor who decided to come out. He's been out in the yard on the power line at different spots eating grubs. So skunks are good for eating the grubs, but if you have bone meal and something, they'll dig it out thinking that there's something there. And they've dug out some flowers already when I mix bone meal in with the soil, and they can be really hard on your melon patches if you don't have them fenced. So you do want to stay away from them. They can carry different diseases and rabies, so you definitely don't want to go up to them. And I'm using the zoom on the camera. That's why the video looks so close. I'm pretty far away from him. I just have it zoomed in so you can see him. So he's finding his way back into the woods there, and we didn't bother him and he didn't bother us. So we came down to the compost pile to attempt to get our compost for planting our garlic cloves, and a little skunk is down here eating. So we can't get our compost. So we're going to get it from a different compost pile. So we're getting our compost here from a different compost pile. So our garlic's done soaking. We drained the mixture solution off, and we're going to start planting the cloves here. Now, you want the top of the clove pointing up, and you want the bottom of the clove, sorry about that, facing down.
I think they're so huge.
Come on. Good boy, here he comes. Come on out. There he comes, honey. Good boy. Sometimes you gotta kind of rework the holes a little bit so you can get the cloves down in, because if your soil is really soft, the holes will try and collapse on you. Come, here, come.
And being as big as they are, you have to get them deep enough.
So now we're just gonna cover them up here some. Mikey came out to visit. So what we're doing next is we're putting some of our compost on. Getting this spread across here. We did mark the rows so we know where they're at. So we do have to add more compost to this. It's getting dark on us, and then we're going to put the straw on top of it. Now, if you live in a northern climate, you want hard-neck garlic. If you live in the southern climates, you want a soft-neck garlic. So because we're gardening in Pennsylvania and Zone 5B, we need the hard-neck garlic. So that's why we chose to go with music. And I am looking for some other varieties. So we'll be back. So we're adding more of the compost to the garlic bed here. And this has in some pine needles, grass clippings, leaves, whatever we get off when we mow the grass, and then it goes in our compost pile. Now, we do not treat our lawn with any kind of chemicals or anything like that. Our lawn is not treated with anything. Plus the vegetable scraps. And it also has horse manure in with the compost. Now, that's not the best thing to use. It works, but you get a lot of seeds with it. So you can wind up with a lot of weeds when you use your compost then.
Is he there?
Mm-hmm.
Let me pee one in my hand.
So if you find anything like this, you want to get rid of it. This is what they call an iris borer, and it'll bore right into your garlic. It causes a lot of havoc on your bulbs and different things. So you want to get rid of those if you find them in your soil. So we added about another inch of compost here, and we are going to put straw on top of this. Now, the reason why we're putting so much stuff on top is because we are in the north, and we have gotten to 20 below zero already where we're at. It happened one time, but it still can happen. And we've had like 14 below, 15 below already. So we really want to make sure that we get this bed nice and insulated. And the garlic will come up through this, so we don't have to worry about that. So if you have like squirrels or chipmunks around, you might want to put some chicken wire over top. Now, we don't have to worry about that. Mikey, he likes to patrol, so he keeps those kind of critters away. So when we put our straw on, I'll come back with another video and I'll show you how to put the straw on. I know I have some people waiting for the how to plant garlic video, so I'm going to put this on now and then come back when we get the straw put on. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed nature's coming to visit Carrie's gardening channel. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. That'll tell you as I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!